Hello everyone and welcome back to Age of Nagash, which is a channel dedicated to Age of Sigmar, and in this video we're going to continue our hobby hangout and fighting the grey. And I think episode 4 now of doing this, so it's just going to be some hobby hangout, so I'm going to do some painting and chat to you guys in the chat. So grab your paintbrushes if you're watching and crack on with that pile of shame you've got to beat back the grey, so one day we can get some new models, ideally the new Soulblight Grave Lord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on some painting. If any of you guys join and want to tell me what you're painting in the chat or anything like that, if you're watching this after, let me know in the comments of this video and I'll be happy to hear. Just get some music on. Cool, fantastic. Cool, so with this model, also the other thing to mention is I didn't realise actually just how many gems it had. It's driving me insane. There is, one of the things I want to do actually is I'm going to count rather than just guess. So Luke's in the chat, he's saying, afternoon, sat working on the Phoenix Guard. Very good to hear, Luke. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. If anyone else is joining as well, let us know what you're working on. I'm going to be working on my Shalaxi Hellbane again, which just before I started recording this video, I knocked, and now this is a little bit bent to one side, so that's driving me insane. But above anything else, painting this model, the worst part is the gems on it. So I want to actually count how many gems this model has as maybe as kind of an achievement. So I'm just going to turn down the music a little bit, just because it might be a bit too loud. Just a moment. Cool, fantastic. So how many gems does this lady have? She has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 26, sorry, 28, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. And then around here we have, I can't remember if I counted these two, we're just going to say they are counted, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74 here, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So that is that side done. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. This is ridiculous. 96, 97, 98, 99. What's 99? 100, obvious number. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149. And there's more down here. 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165. Don't know if anyone's still watching this. 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, actually a mental exercise doing this. Did I count those? No, I didn't. So 100 and I think 73 were on, 174, 175, 176, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 188, 189. I don't think I count that one. 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 190. No, 197 that would be. 198, 199. Is there any on that bit? Oh yeah, there is one here. 200 I think we're on. 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210, 211, 212, 213. Is that all of them? There are people watching this, bloody hell. Right, so that is 200, and I think we got to 19 gems on this. What an absolute, bloody hell, 290, 220, 221. 221 gems, and I probably missed a few as well on this model. If someone said to me this model has 221 gems, I would never paint it. Why did I start painting it now? This thing has taken ages. And if you're wondering, well, it's just a quick dop, isn't it, to put on the gem? No, each gem has had a layer. It's been washed. It's been based, sorry. It's been washed, and then it's had a highlight on it. Absolute joke. I know people who are joining this, in case you just joined, I have just counted how many gems Shalaxi Hellbane has. And it is 121, and 123. Was it about 121, and I probably miscounted. And in terms of, there's probably more than actually I probably missed a few. Yeah, I have actually, because there's 122, 120, 123 gems this model has, which is an absolute joke. 123 gems I've had to paint on this. Sorry about that. I'll actually get them some painted now and see a few of you have put some stuff in the chat. So, Luke says can't hear any music. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll turn on the music a little bit. Basically, it's just like, otherwise I won't be able to make my 50p on this video if the music's too loud, essentially. Maybe that's a bit better. And then Ras saying, good afternoon, hope you're doing very well. Thank you for joining us. Luke is going, welcome to How to Count with Nagash. I mean, I tell you what, it's how to count / how to demonstrate that my math skills are hopefully the same level as they were in GCSE year. Hopefully, maybe I've lost a little bit along the way. And then Lord is saying, I see I came at just the right time to catch the count on count impression. Exactly. That is exactly what that was. We'll go with that one for now. And then Luke is saying, next up, body autonomy with the bone shaper. I don't know what he said. Is that I can't remember. Is that some European language? I think as I can't remember which one that is. And the Lord is going, so it's a bit too early to count sheep. That has given me a headache. I'm not even joking. Lord saying, but good to see you. I think very good. And Luke saying, I think you double counted one. You might have to check again. No chance. You're over 200. I have counted 223. Let's just say on that. And Matt is joining us saying hi, and so is Ronnie as well, saying hi, mate. I hope you both are well, and thank you very much for joining. What is everyone else painting or counting as well? Counting can be part of this. What's everyone else working on as part of trying to basically crack on your war against the Grey, so you can buy some of the new Soulblight Gravelords coming out? Very exciting. Oh. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do on this, where are we? Where were we? I think I'm going to. Can I do something interesting now? Like actually, like just paint like the pink to be the liquid here, the purple, instead of painting these little bloody gems. I think we can actually start doing the more interesting stuff now, which is good. Well, actually, I'll paint. There's like 2 little bits of gold here I need to do up there, so we'll do that right now. What was that? No, we'll do a gold. We'll do a gold. Gold would be better. Cool. And then Matt is working on his great and clean one. Glad to hear that. which one is it? Is it a standard Great Unclean one, or is it the name character, whatever it was called? I can't remember of it now. And Roticus, that was his name, wasn't it? And then you've got what weapon options for that Great Unclean one, because there's a lot, isn't it? I like the one where it's a dagger where he stabbed himself in the gut to give himself pluses to the cast, I think. He takes like a mortal wound, but he can heal a mortal wound in the hero phase anyway, so it kind of works out pretty nicely. Yeah, you can see me on camera. I'm trying to get better at this, at actually painting what you can see on the camera rather than me just going hunchback and you won't be able to see anything I'm painting. So I think we're doing it all right. Bit more on that. So, who is excited for the Gravelords? I've seen a lot of you put comments on the video I did with Luke yesterday. I'll be honest, I haven't really had the chance to reply to everyone, but I will be doing that in a moment. But what are your thoughts on it if you did watch it? We've got in the chat. Ronnie saying, I'm painting Chaos Warriors for my Nurgle side project. Can't wait for Soulblight. Neither can I. Chaos Warriors, are they the new ones or the older ones? Because the older ones I still like, but the new ones are absolutely amazing, fantastic. And some Nurgle. I imagine they'll be pretty good. They're pretty tough. Rerolling those save rolls, yeah. Sounds like a good choice you got there, man. And the Slaves of Darkness, as you probably heard me say 1,000 times in this channel, are absolutely awesome. So yeah, when I said like I've been painting like 223 gems in this model earlier, like I haven't really like enjoyed that bit much, but I think because I haven't really painted anything like that of all the gems for so long, I managed to get through doing it. If it was like a whole army of Hedonites, I think I'd struggle, but as a one-off, it hasn't been too bad. Basically, I was going to say it's been enjoyable. It hasn't been too bad is the word, and I'm going to use. Go back on camera. Just said I was trying to get out of that habit. I'm a bit unsure what colour to do the eyes of Shalaxi. I'm thinking white, or maybe like a shiny red, like almost a blood red. I think it'd be quite cool. So it'd be like the same as the scarring of the Slanesh symbol she's got on her back when that's got blood for the blood god on it. I think that could be quite interesting because white would be quite cool, but there's already going to be a fair amount of white on this model, so it might be nice to make it a bit different. I'm thinking. So, okay, we've had a few things in the chat, I'll read that. Gonna pronounce your name wrong, apologies, but Chum, I know you've been on here before, so you say, do you think we will get more vampire units other than the Blood Knights, or do we only get the new models of existing units? I believe we'll get new models, mate. I think they haven't shown us everything we're going to get. I believe it's going to be something like the Slanesh, where although when they did the first trailer for Slanesh, they basically teased what models we were going to get. I reckon this time, because you could see at the background there were different units, this time you can't see any of that in the background. I looked personally myself for a while, but I do think we're going to get like shown different models throughout, like they did with Slanesh, where they first showed us like the Painbringers and stuff and Sigvold, and then they showed us some archers later and some seekers and everything else. I think we'll get that for the Soulblight Gravelords. Certainly, I believe. And then also, I think what we'll get is not the same treatment of the Lumineth, where they got half the book and then they got another book later. I believe we will just we'll see it come out all in one, like the Slanesh, but I think we'll just be waiting a while for it. That's personally what I think will happen, and we'll get The other thing as well to say is I think it won't come out until summertime at the earliest. I think we'll be waiting a while. And then Ronni is saying it's the old ones. Which one is the old? Can't remember what the old. Oh, the old Great Unclean. No, that's not it. That was Matt who said that, so I can't remember. Sorry, the old ones. Oh no, what's happening now? Chat disconnected. Can you guys still hear me? All right. Because while I'm reading the chat on my computer, it's saying it's disconnected. So if you guys, I think it's coming off my phone. Okay, that's a bit annoying. If you guys can hear me, say you can hear me, and then I'll see a notification come on my phone, and I know we're all good. Basically, I'll try and. What's going on with my computer again? What is going on? We can hear you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so it'll be a bit harder to reply to you guys in the chat then, because I can't really see it that well. But yeah, Gravelords will get coming out later this year. We'll be waiting a little bit of a while for them for some reason, but you know, that's to be expected. Is it working? I've had a few problems with my internet lately, which I don't know. I thought I sorted it, so apologies about this, guys. Saying it's connected now, so it should. Okay, it just doesn't want to work. Okay, that's annoying, but we've got it on the phone anyway. So, can I? Sorry, I'm going to see if I can get my iPad going. Otherwise, I won't be able to see what you guys are asking. I think we can get it on the iPad, guys, so that is good, hopefully. The computer's just being not worth the amount of money it cost. No, the iPad's been a pain. Oh, this has really not worked out. It was working well earlier, apologies. Oh, is it working now? I think it's working on the computer now, so that's fine. Yeah, it's working on the computer now. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. Thank you for bearing with me on that one. So yeah, anyway, so what I can see is in the chat, Luke said, remember to join the Discord if you aren't already a member and show us what you're working on, Fight the Grey. Yeah, definitely join Discord, guys. It's a buzzing community. It's grown more than I expected. I haven't really been advertising it, which to be honest is a sin on my part, because it should be, because it's definitely a good thing to join. So yeah, there'll be a link to that in the description of this video, or just throughout any of my videos on the channel. And then Ronnie's saying Chaos Wars, yes, of course, the old ones. Yep, that does make sense. I still really like them, the old ones. Not like rank and file, but I like the sort of like mass legion of armored warriors they are. So yeah. And then thank you a lot of you guys for telling me that you can hear me loud and clear, because generally I had no idea, and I was going to have to restart the recording on this, but I'm not going to, so that's all well and good. And then Mont Blanc is saying, what do you think of the Cragnus, and how do you think he will fit into the lore and the game? So it really depends on who he is. Is he either the Kanofi, which I believe he is? Is he going to be the Chaos Dwarves coming back, which I know Luke has sort of like a left field idea that could be what it is? Or is he going to be Beastmen, because they could really do with some love? I personally think, like I said, Kanofi, I'd absolutely be happy with any of those options. Mainly the Beastmen one, I think. How they fit in, I can't remember the exact wording, but something like the realm trembles or something when he goes through. So with that, it kind of makes it feel like, oh, it's very destructive, so leaning towards destruction. But in all honesty, I'm not really too sure. But an important thing to note is that as the books so far have been Morathi, Teclis. I say so far, I mean only Morathi's came out, right? But we've got Morathi, Teclis, and Be'lakor. And I wouldn't say Be'lakor's as big as Morathi or Teclis. However, obviously he's getting a new big model and everything like that. Because those characters are very important, and clearly this new character, and they have confirmed it's a new character, is going to be something on that scale of importance. So I don't know how it's going to fit in, but I know it's in the lore, its introduction should be quite of large proportions, shall we say, with that one. But I'm not really too sure, to be honest with you. I'm just surprised that it took us this long to get a release date for the Techless one when they told us about it ages ago, and then they're going like, and this book is coming out, and like, I'm already bored about the Techless one. I don't care about it. I want the better cool one. But you know, there is going to be Battalion Especially Courts and Ostrich Bone Reapers in it, so I will watch it I will get it for sure, basically. Cool. So that's that. Is there anything else that needs gold? Yeah, this does. That's okay. I'll fix that up sort of later. Cool. Yeah, I can do that probably later. And then we've got a doctor saying, replying to Mont Blanc saying, I think he is going to bring a new army, Kanofi or a Soup Tome along with Sylvaneth, the Kanofi being the Wood Elf type. Yeah, I think that's, like I said, that's what I reckon it's going to be something like that. It just seems the most relevant, really, I think. And then we've got James saying, or Luke saying, I live in hope. You know, we could get the Chaos Dwarves, we could. And then Lord says Quake, so presumably that's the word and they used when I thought it was tremble. Yeah, I feel like Quake's like some sort of word in the Chaos Dwarves. like maybe there's something to do with their artillery. And then I think will be I think it'll be a god figure for Destruction. It could be. I want Destruction to get a book. I want them to get a book. They deserve a book, right? So hopefully, you know, maybe it will be, but we'll never really know until it comes out, which is probably not going to be for a while because Games Workshop have got quite a bit of a backlog as it is with all their stuff, all their releases. So I think we will be waiting a while for it. In all complete honesty with you. Of course, we've done that. We are going to... I think we're going to do something interesting now. And actually... No, we're not. We're going to do a little bit of washing with the purple. Get a new bit of kitchen roll here. But yeah, that's what I think it's going to be. So I will agree with you there. And then we've got Luke saying he shall be the avatar of Hashut, potentially. And then we've got Doctor saying there is a rumour engine with something that's 99% the shield. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember when it happened, but there was a rumour engine. I saw it online yesterday of people relating it to it. His shield has some semi-Celtic stuff on it, which could point towards Kanofi. Yeah, it could do. I'd like it. They want a Celtic root of it as well. That'd be cool. And Rouse said maybe Orion Reborn. Maybe, but because they said it's a new character, it makes me think it won't be. But they could say like, oh, it's a new character because it's reborn. So like, but it could be basically with that. Doctor saying yeah, that would be Ty. Licandrus is saying look at Stonehorns. They have these Celtic shield stuff. Well, that's quite interesting. That's just what they get from scrap, isn't it? I imagine the big Gargants as well have them as well, the mega Gargants. Chris Wallace is saying, sort of wish we knew what of the Soul Blight was getting put into the new army and not replaced. Tempted to grab an FEC start collecting box of the Vampire Zombie Dragon and Vargas. Honestly, for things like that, I'd say wait, mate. But I don't think that will change. Like, they might get a new Zombie Dragon. I'm hoping they're going to get a new Zombie Dragon, but we can't guarantee it. But I've seen a few people so far, like the comments of that video, have asked me, basically, I want to get this box, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be a good idea because Soul Blight Graveyard's coming out. If you want to get anything to do with Legions of the Gash, wait if you can, because that's 100% the smart decision. Because I don't know what's going to get carried over. I presume most of it, everything that's plastic, I think will get carried over. The Skeleton Warriors, I think will get discontinued, but I really like the the older Skeleton Warriors that are currently available, shall we say, the ones you buy now, because I think they're fine. And other stuff, but there are resin things. So that black coach is gone 100% as an example. The current Felbat and Bat Swarms are probably gone as well. Yeah, basically. And then we could get new Black Knights as well. So like definitely I'd wait, but the Vampire and Zombie Dragons is anything you're after. And Vargos we could get new models. I don't know how big of an update this is going to be, but I think it's going to be bigger than what we've seen so far. That's what I'm going to say. Doctor saying, should I wait for possible Kanofi, or should I take the Nagash pill and go Gravelords? Definitely go Gravelords. 100% go Gravelords. End of discussion. Have you not seen how cool that artwork for that box? Not the box for the potentially maybe a box at some point, but how cool the artwork for that Battle Tome looks. Incredible. And then we've got Game saying, hello everyone, hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for joining me. What are you working on today? What is your contribution towards the war against the Grey? And then we've got Lucandra saying, yep, Gargants have these shields as well. Yeah, I thought so. They have so many shields. Like, there's coming up new designs for that model, I imagine, at that point. And then Doctor saying, hey mate. And then Ronnie saying, Skeleton Warriors change to 28 bases are what people say. Are they not already on 20? They're not already on 28mm bases? What are they on currently? All mine are around 28mm bases. Yeah, like the squares were 25s, I think. Yeah, not. I don't know, where are they on? What's the like the standard size, like the small base you get for, I don't know, Mortec Guard? They're on 25. Are they? I'll look this up. I believe you, but at the same time, I swear they're on 28. But I will look this up. Because I'm saying that because I rebased 120 of them. So, I have experience in this matter. And base sizes, here we go. Well, we def. Is it right on the bottom? No, it's not all at the bottom. Structure. Here we go. These are the gash. Let's go to they're 125s, you are right. Bloody hell, I've been having my things on 28s though. All my city stuff's on. I counted to 23 gems on this thing, so I think that's buggered up my counting ability. So, yeah, all takes. Okay, yeah, it's 25s. You're absolutely right. I'm going mad, guys. Yeah, it's 25s. Why is 28 in my head? I don't know. God, that's maybe a question of my sanity. Yeah, then yeah, you guys are right. The chat is right on this one, and I am not at this moment in time. Cool. Right, I'm gonna get on some more painting quickly because I stopped for a little bit there. So we're gonna do a bit of washing on the shield to try and get this done. I like it. This is not the easiest mold to paint, and it's kind of getting to me now. I want to get onto like just the big, like, instead of doing all the groundwork, which is like the little, like the hard work that doesn't show many results. I just want to get to the good stuff, basically. Which are things like doing like the cloths and stuff like that, which make up a large point of the model. Because I know as soon as I also get this model done, I can move on to what I'm interested in at the moment, which is my Ostrich Bone Reapers. And I can't wait to actually just start properly go smashing them out. And this will be the last Slanesh model I'll paint for a while. It'll be glorious. Okay, we're going to need to have more of a wash on that. Try to do it delicately, but it's not going to work. This massive gem in the middle has been causing a lot of problems. So big to get right. A bit more of a recess than that. That'll do for now. On that. A few people in the chat saying, so Tim saying, hey man, love your channel and all your previews. Videos are great. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Glad to hear that. Always nice to hear. I'm not one of these modest people who'll go, no, I don't. No need to thank me. I'll take all the thanks I can get. So no, thanks, man. I'm glad to hear that. And yeah, that's actually a good point you bring, that I've done a lot of previews lately. I was actually looking through my latest videos and I'm like, I call myself a channel that like covers like important news that we've got coming. But I looked at my latest videos, it's like, bloody hell, like a lot of my videos are about news these days, which I wasn't too sure. Do you guys, so I see that you like it, Tim, so I'm going to hear your guys' overall thoughts. Do you like it when I cover news, or do you find that it's like, you're not really interested that much? Like, because I realise it takes up a lot. But then again, I don't really sacrifice doing other videos to do the news ones, because like this week we've had a video every day on the channel apart from Monday, I believe. Because I saw there was the new model Monday and it wasn't to do with Age of Sigma and I didn't care about it. But yeah, and then we've got a doctor saying, so got any new Slaanesh Mortals? I haven't, mate, and that's just because I'm not buying any more models apart from Curse City, basically, because I'm going halves with a mate on that until my backlog's done. Basically, that's the deal I've made to myself. So I won't be getting any Slaanesh Mortals for quite a while. I know that we've got the Soulblight Gravelords. I don't know if Slaanesh are going to be on the top of my list now, but we'll see. And then Tim is saying, my girlfriend just started Hedonites and she's intimidated by the paint scheme. Paint them however you want, mate. Well, she can paint them obviously however she wants. Don't feel like there's the paint scheme there, but I see you mean like quite detailed models. Like, in case you didn't join earlier, I presume look, you just said hey and stuff. I counted how many gems this had, and it's got 223 gems on here, and I probably missed a couple. Like, as an example, it's not the easiest army to paint. Like, if you're quite relaxed on yourself in terms of not having to spend too long on making sure it's all perfect and stuff, then you'll probably have a much more enjoyable time than I'm having. That's all I can really say with that. But that's a demon, so maybe it's a little bit different. So maybe the mortals are easier to paint. Maybe. And then China's saying the Discord sound in some of your videos can make my check the Discord. If it weren't for all my Discord communities, including yours, I wouldn't be this hyped for Gravelords. Yes, so it's been asked as well, like the Discord sound. And what I can tell you is I will quit Discord on the computer. I have all the notifications so they don't make a noise, and even to the point where it won't come up with a notification if I'm recording a video, but it still does. So I ain't got an answer for you. Like, it's just my computer, and there's nothing I can do about it. It sounds like you've got a notification, so it makes you sound popular. So there we go. We're glad to hear you enjoy the Discord. Dedicated Gamer. I was watching a Warcry video on another channel and was surprised to hear your voice as one of the Cowden Overlords. Yes, that's very true, and you can say Die Sagas at the bottom. Die Sagas, like, I don't know them outside of the YouTube world, but we've done a few videos together. He's been on my channel a few times. He was on the big collaboration we did of Die Sagas, Agent Nagash, AOS Coach, and 2+ Tough, when we explained to you guys and answered your questions on how to start a Warhammer YouTube channel. They joined us for that one, and then Die Saga, Chris from Die Sagas has actually been on the channel a few times on things like Vermintide and when I do Warhammer Total War Let's Plays and stuff. Fantastic channel. Honestly, my favourite, like, as I always say, like, beautifully crafted narrative battle reports. That's purely what they are, and yeah, definitely go check them out. So I'm glad that you're watching them, Dedicated Gamer. And Cowden Overlords, it was fun. It was hard trying to do a dwarf accent, I'll be honest. Thought it'd be easy, so then I just had to go like different ways of doing it, and I just ended up just doing like a deep sort of like command in voice is how I would for it. But looking forward to doing more because I'll be going back on their channel to do some more voices. I want to get Dice Sagas back on this channel as well, but I'm trying to think of a subject we can do. Maybe like discussing of how useful contrast paints are or something. Because I know if you don't follow Dice Sagas on Instagram, they do a lot of nice painting showcases and everything like that, like almost every day. So definitely go check them out there. And I suppose I got to give myself a shout. I'm on Instagram as well. Anyway, and then just saying, so replying to Rouse saying, Nighthawk amazing, really fun to paint. What was that in response to? I don't know. That's up in the chat. Cool. I'm glad you guys are having a conversation. But no, Nighthawk are really fun to paint. Like really, really. My favorite army I've actually painted, in terms of I've actually enjoyed painting. Basically, 100%. I'm about to start my Nighthawk. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment. Yeah, awesome. Nighthawk, like I said, one of my favorite armies to paint, and that's like hands down. Like, when I post pictures online, I tend to get people saying more nice things about, let's just say, my Slaanesh than my Nighthawk. But at the end of the day, whatever you enjoy painting the most is what you want to buy the most. That's what I think, anyway. So now that we've done something as boring as that, can we actually do something interesting along the lines of paint the base? And actually, I just remembered, I asked you guys what colour should I paint the eyes, red or white, and Luke has actually suggested yellow, which I'm not going to do. That's a flat out, but thank you for your suggestion. Yeah, let's paint the purple on the base. Let's actually do something a bit interesting now, after doing all these bloody gems. Purple, purple, purple. It's going to be Gene Stealer purple. Gotta love the Gene Stealers, haven't you? Give it a bit of a shake because it hasn't actually been used for a little while. Cool. We'll get a bigger brush. Let's use this one. That can go back. Should definitely change the water in that soon. 100%. Cool. And then this, what I thought, yeah, let's do the fun bit now, Rose. It's actually not going to be, but we're going to go over the black anyway. So if I get it on the black, I'm not bothered. And this is just like, this is probably going to be better for you guys to watch because it's just like impactful straight away. You can see like bright colours go on something rather than me painting tiny little gems that you can't even see. So yeah, we'll do this while we're on camera. And trying to actually do it on camera and not too far backwards, basically. And I've also have done a hobby purchase. So there was a lot of me saying I'm not buying anything until I get everything done. But I made a purchase and I bought a bunch of flowers from online because I've decided to give my Slaanesh pink flowers on their bases just to try and make it I don't know, pop a bit more and just add like that extra element. Now, I'm not 100% sold on it's going to work with this army. I usually do, like I did flowers, for example, with my Nighthawk and stuff. I'm not too sure it's going to work with like the unnatural sort of basing style I've gone for my Slaanesh with like the Realm of Shadows. But I bought them because if I don't, didn't cost a lot. And like, if I don't try, I'll never know. And I want to try and make this army look as good as possible, basically. This is my, as I've said, like, I'm not competition winning painter and all that sort of stuff. That's not what I go for, but this is like the first army I want to, you know, I could take and try and enter a competition with the whole army sort of thing. So that's why I'm spending this much time, and that's why I'm looking forward to things that don't take so much time, like the Bane Reapers. But no, that's actually already liking how this model looks more now that I'm getting that purple on the base. And then looking at the chat, we've got Tim saying, I'm currently painting my new Gloomspite models. I find like painting skin more than armor. Yeah, that's fair, man. I feel like, have I painted much skin in my experience of the models? I painted Fleshly Quartz, and that was a hell of a lot of skin. And I painted like orcs as well. And which are probably a much more better example because you're doing Gloomspite Gits. And for me, I love doing the bright green. I really enjoyed it. And there's a lot of armor I've been doing my State of Darkness, which If it wasn't white, it probably wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I think I like organic as well. And you can do ruins and markings on armor, but you can do tattoos on skin that just looks cooler, can't you? Basically. So yeah, man, that sounds good. Gloomspite Gits, a very fun army. Don't play them myself, but as I've done so many videos in Gloomspite Gits, like a massive series, at least probably about 10 hours long now, that has made me realise that if I if someone said to me like you have to do Gloomspite Gits as an example, like for a challenge or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool, it's a fun army, happily use it. Yeah, basically. And then I'll just look at the chat in a moment, just getting this in here. Made this like a puzzle, so I paint all the outside for no reason apart from it's the easiest bit to paint first. And I could use a smaller brush, but I'm going to do the thing of going, nah, the bigger brush will be fine, and then make mistakes and actually spend longer fixing those mistakes than it would have taken to get a smaller brush. But that is the kind of man I am. That is the kind of man I am. So we've got that there. That is fine. The bases aren't actually too big for these Keeps of Secrets and Shalaxi, which is nice. It means I can put in this paint handle, which I was honestly really surprised, and it's helped massively. It made this thing feel less like a drag. Painting in between all the white legs and stuff, which I don't want to make more mistakes on. Cool, I'm just going to pause that for a second and have a look at the chat. So we've got dedicated gamer replying to Rouse saying, I'm collecting Nighthorn through the Mortal Realm magazines and really, and really enjoying them. Just finished some Joseph Harridans. I can't recommend enough Lamian Medium / the, I know that's like the turquoise sort of paint, isn't it? What I use for like ghosts and stuff, the oxide, 2-to-1. Yeah, that sounds good if you're painting it up in the colour scheme stuff. Yeah, like I said, Nighthorn, really enjoy that. That's and when I also say like I'm not buying new models until I have my backlog done. As I said in my motivation against the grey video, I am doing the Mortal Realm magazines because purely it's too good of a deal to turn down. Like, and that's simple. And the Nighthorn, I'm building up an army of that anyway, and I can paint that quickly. And then the Stormcast you get from it, I cut up and convert into Slaves of Darkness and Nesh. So it works fine. So the camera's actually focused there for a moment, which is nice. I can see on the video back. So that's actually what the model looks like, not just the blurry thing I kind of have here most of the time, and then sometimes forward. So that's cool to see. And then Ras is just saying, yeah, I'm really looking forward to painting them. Yeah, they're good. And the Dreadside Harridan as well. Yeah, lovely models. One of my favourite model kits from the Nighthorn. And then we've got Tim saying, yeah, man, I've watched those videos. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, because it was a very interesting army to cover, and I probably covered it about a year ago now or something, so I'm glad to see that they're still being watched and stuff. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Tim. And if you've got any questions on all those things, just leave it on comments on those videos, and I'll be happy to help. And then Luke said, if you had to pick one army for each alliance to collect, what would you do? That is a good question. That's also a question for anyone else in the chat as well. For everyone who's watching this video, if you just joined or you've been watching for a few minutes now, if you had to do an army for each Grand Alliance, what army would you do? And also, why? It can just be a short answer why, but give me a why as well, and it'd be great to hear if any of you want that in the chat. But for me, okay, so if I had to do one, now that's gone from like, oh, what over the destruction or something, to like death, which is like, I can only pick one. It's like, darn. Right, so let's say death, first off. I'm not going to include Soulblight Gravelords because they're not in it yet, and I don't know exactly how they played it. I can guess they're like Legions of Nagash or Vampire Counts, but that doesn't really lead too much to speculation. So for death, I would do Ostrich Bone Reapers. And that's because that's what I'm enjoying the most at the moment. Fleshier Courts is probably what's closest to my heart, because that's what I just played and played and played and played and played and played and played, even before most people liked them. Same with Legions and Nagash as well. But OBR just feels like something new to me in comparison, and it's what I'm not working on, but I'll be working on soon. And I'm playing, as you know, on TTS and our Discord. We've had a few games between me and Luke, and they've been good fun to play. And so many different play styles, so many different. And then, so that's Death. So that's the hardest one out of the way for me. Then going on to Chaos, Slaves of Darkness, 100%. That's what I do. Slaves of Darkness, what I do. After Slaves of Darkness, I like Sinesh and stuff, but I would just ally that into my Slaves of Darkness, which is probably what I'm going to do anyway. So I've got a Khorne Dragon, which is basically a Khorne army in itself. But after Slaves of Dark, South Slave Darkness, maybe Skaven, I'll take, because they're a load of fun. But Slaves of Darkness, I only need one. So got that. And then going on to Destruction. Oh boy, that's a big one. All the armies look fun to play. There you go, that covers the basis. But it would have to be Uruk Warclans, and it would have to be Ironjaws, is what I'm going to say for that. A Maw Crusher. Who doesn't like a Maw Crusher? But it's a close one between them and Gloomspites as well, because loads of squigs is fun, and I can hear my Discord going on non-stop. Apologies for that. So that is Death, and this is why I get nothing painted. So that is Death and what do I say? Death and Destruction and Chaos. And then when it goes to Order, so I have a big thing where I don't want to play the Broken Armies, and that's in terms of I don't want to play them as I don't want to be the general of the Broken Armies, and I also don't really want to play against them, because I've played that quite a few times. So so there's ones that I like aesthetically, but I don't know if I'd want to play them. But if I take the rules aside for now, because the meta and the rules always change. They always change when Games Workshop can be bothered to do an FAQ. I really quite like Daughters of Cain, and that's just because I like the Greek aesthetic, because that's what I've got for my Slaves of Darkness as well. But I suppose maybe a different thing would be nice. I like Seraphon, I like dinosaurs, Lizardman. Used to have them as a kid. The Elves, like Lumineth, I'm not really too bothered about. I like Sylvaneth. I'd consider doing Sylvaneth, I would say. They're always nice. Poor, I'm a bit stumped, really. Stormcast can go to hell. And Lumineth Realm Lords are too expensive. It's got me a bit quiet. I'm trying to think that one. I'll do Sylvaneth, yeah. I like Sylvaneth. I like the whole sort of like foresty thing, or like the new Kanofi. Could be definitely a thing that I'd want to do. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Sylvaneth. No, my four. So I do Bone Reapers, Ironjaws, Slaves of Darkness, and Sylvaneth. And then we've got a few people answering. That's cool. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to paint this base, and then I'll answer those, because the paint on the brush is getting quite dry, and the pot is. But thank you so much for replying. It's nice there's so many of you in the chat. I won't be doing this video for like 2 hours or something. We'll be finishing at some point and stuff, because got adult things to do, and basically every time this video goes on too long, my throat ends up really hurting, which is probably to do with me going for a bloody. You can't even see me paint that, can you? Absolutely terribly professional. Trying to do a live stream, guys, but we are more forward now, so this should be better. Yeah, also go for a run in the morning probably doesn't help my the voice, but that's fine. And also got to do some got a lot of recording of videos to do for this week coming. Literally in the bank of what we've got recorded for this week coming, nothing. So I need to get on that. I need to get a video done for Tuesday. Because tomorrow will be a new model Monday, but even if it isn't, my target I've set myself is a video at least once every 2 days. This week we've been spoiled by the amount of videos I've done, but next week things will probably return to a more of a norm, probably. Depending really on how much news comes out. So it's really kind of out of my control, basically. But I can choose what news I want to cover. But it turns out to be the majority of it. We can repaint the black on those stones later, that's fine. Bugger. Catch that. That's okay. But I'm going to try and get this model painted in the week. So that means that next time you see me on these hobby hangouts, that I should hopefully be painting another model. Because I'm getting kind of fed up with this one at this point, like I've already mentioned. Cool, don't worry, we've nearly done this. So can reply to those stuff in the chat. Just get the last bit over in this corner done. You have to make mistakes and things like this, though, because you're not going to get it otherwise. You cover the whole thing. Cool, that's fine. Right, I can read some of your guys in the chat because you have been doing a lot of things. And then you've got Oliver saying, anyone got any good ideas for Ostrich bases? I just do my Death Army bases, so that's just grey rocks basically, with like agrite debris, whatever that texture paint is, like washed and then dry brushed up, and then after that we do things like do the snow on it as well to add that, and then I bought some new flowers to put on the death bases just to give that sort of nice contrast, and grass and stuff as well. But you could do some really interesting ones, but that's what I do. I've seen a lot of people do desert bases as well. And the Dedicated Gamer saying, I know you don't like Stormcast, but I'm loving painting them. Also, Anvils of the Heldenhammer. Anvils of the Heldenhammer. Those are the black ones, aren't they? They're the black armoured Anvils of the Heldenhammer, I believe. Because I have actually got one I can show you painted. So I have painted a Stormcast before, but it's probably a bit dusty. But I can show you that, if it is the black armoured ones. And then we've got Oliver saying, right now I would go for... So this is what Oliver would go. He wants to have Stormcast, Beasts of Chaos, Ostrich Bone Reapers, and Iron Jaws. That's cool there, so two are the same as me. And then Oliver saying Stormcast because I like their armour. Yeah, it's a pleasing army to paint, is what I say. Beast because I like to paint a lot of skin and fur. That would be a lot of skin and a lot of fur. So many, unless you want to go really elite. And then Tim is saying, the only army I don't have is a Death Grand Alliance. I play Caledon Overlords, Blaze of Corn, and just started Gloomspite Gits. So you need a Death Army. I mean, man, where have you been? So obviously you've left the best to last, clearly, which I don't blame you. I do that when I don't know, when I cook a pizza, I cut up into slices, eat the last sliced, which is going to be the biggest one, leave the best to last. So you've done that in this case of pizzas. And then Lucas said, nice to hear someone would do Stormcast. I mean, apparently. I think they're saying it to wind me up, personally. Oh, there's been quite a few. And then Oliver is saying Ostrich because they look cool in general, and Iron Jaws because they feel cool to play. Yeah, they feel cool and are just fun. I went against an Andros army. Wasn't last night, it was the night before against a very nice chap in the Discord called Toby, and he ran some Iron Jaws, and it was a really close game in the end. But Iron Jaws go smash. Iron Jaws go smash all day long. Turn one, ridiculous, like really nice. Dedicated Gamer saying, so for Death, he go Nighthorn, great models, lore, 100% agreed. Just like the whole like irony of Nagash's sort of like punishments to the souls there is fantastic. And then Order Stormcast. Oh god damn it. So Helden Hammer, which are the souls from Before the End times. Destruction, which is AOS Imperial Knights. AOS Imperial. Okay, I get you now. So we've got the Mega Gargants. And then Chaos Skaven, Assassin Rights. It's very hard to argue with some of those points there. Some, not being the Stormcast one. And then Holy Boys going to Academy Overlords, Iron Jaws, Bone Reapers, and probably Slanesh. That's cool. That's good. And also, was an interesting question. I don't know if you guys like to reply to this. How many of those armies do you actually have? Or are they just armies you would like to? It's also an interesting one. A lot of people go for Bone Jaws and Bone Reapers and Iron Jaws, combining both those two words there, thanks to my dyslexia. So, yeah, Bone Reapers and Iron Jaws are very popular, it would seem. Tim is saying, I will definitely be getting Grave Lords. Though, yeah, I mean, I feel like doing the same. The only thing I want to say about those Blood Knights, though, right? And this isn't any problem with them. But I painted Chaos Knights, and I hated it. Those are the worst models I've ever painted. Not because they're bad models, but they're just, for me, and my colour scheme, really not enjoyable to paint. Really not. And I kind of feel like those Blood Knights maybe are going to be a similar situation, because they're like the same size and everything. But we could take the risk. We could take the risk. Sorry. Pardon me. And then Rouse is saying Iron Jaw, Stormcast, Corn Demons, and Flesh Eater Courts. Nice to see some Flesh Eater Courts in there. There's an awful amount of Stormcast. Like, what the hell is going on? Why are you watching my channel? Clearly, I don't hate them enough, and I don't spread that enough on here. Bloody hell. And then the Insane is going. Saying I'm doing green stuff on my Stormcast now. Oh, cool. What are you putting on them? You don't know. Start the conversation. What symbols and stuff you putting on? What are you using your green stuff work for on them? Insane. Let me know. And then Luke is saying, I suppose I should answer as well. Nah, don't worry about it. I won't read out your comment. And then moving on to dedicated. I'm joking. I'll answer. So I suppose I should answer as well. You do Caesar Sigmar. Fair enough. Ogre War Tribe, Soulblight Grave Lords, Blood Knights, Focus. Yeah, how good was it talking about them, Luke, on the video yesterday? Fantastic. And for Chaos, I don't really know, but probably Beast of Chaos. And then we've got a great guy called Ben in the Discord as well, who's a Beast of Chaos player, and he's beaten Seraphon with them, so he certainly knows his way or two around a gore. But no, so you've got, yeah, I know you've done cities against me, you actually have the army now. Ogre War Tribe, you bought the book, so you basically bought the army, and you can buy the army like 2 or 3 clicks with that start collecting box. And then, so I go for it. Yeah, that's cool. And Dedicated Gamer saying, but which city? Living City. I literally said that before I read the comment. Living City. I'm painting mine right now. It's true. He's painted Phoenix Guard as well. He put right at the start of the video, so that's cool. Let's see what they look like already. Green flames. I'm liking it. And then we've got Rouse saying, I like Stormcast Sacrosanct because of the Paladin look and cheap to collect. Very true. There's more Realm Mags. If you've got access to those, fantastic. I mean, I'm collecting them unintentionally by getting the Nighthorn from there. And then you got Iron Jaws, cause the Maw Crusher, and Fist in Your Face playstyle. Yeah, really good. And the great thing about the Maw Crusher is like, I want to take it, but it's probably not very good. It's not even that situation some monsters find themselves in. It's like, it looks cool, and it's great to take. So yeah, I do like it. And then we've got Dedicated Gamer saying, I only have Nighthorn / Stormcast, but started a small Seraphon force for Warcry and to ally in with my Stormcast. Oh, that's nice. Nice way to do it as well, building up through Warcry. Because then you're getting a good use out of those models while you're building them as well, which is nice. Even if you just build and paint one model on a Saturday, let's say, like one small model on a Saturday or something, you'll be making use of that in games in Warcry straight away. And Nighthorn is cool as well. And you've got Ronnie saying sometimes GW Games Workshop makes them too detailed or poses which is a pain to paint. Yeah, completely. Like the capes on those Chaos Knights were not fun to paint at all. Like, well, not the capes, sorry, but like underneath the capes and everything. But the poses look fantastic, so I can't like really shoot Games Workshop for that. The poses look great. They've obviously got fantastic model designers. And then we've got Tim saying, I feel you on that, but the new models for Soulblight look like they have so much character. They do. And because I'm not going to be painting them up in white armour, although I think that would look awesome, I think because it's red's number one my favourite colour, I think I'm just going to have a more enjoyable time with it. Because white is an absolute pain. Because it's deaf, you always have that sort of lenient of going like, oh, there's a little bit of like, there's a tiny little line, like a black or something next to the edge of the armour. It can be chipped, you can really play that. And you could say that with Chaos, but my Sinesh ones, a common thing you would say is like, oh, what, would that warrior really clean his armour every time he fights someone? In Sinesh, yes, he would. So I don't have that excuse. But no, I agree with you there, Tim. And then the Insane is saying, I'm converting some of the Dracos to look more like dragons from How to Train Dragon. Oh, that's cool. That's an interesting one. Are you doing like all of them the same? Because I've seen How to Train Dragon and I grew up listening to the book, so I have a deep fondness for it. So is that the case of the dragons of each Dracoth is like a different dragon from that? Or is it a case of one unit, let's say if you've got multiple units, are going to look like this dragon and another unit's going to look like this dragon? Be interesting to hear. And then we got Hurley Boy saying, just finishing, Iron Jaws have Warcry warbands for 6 armies, but none that I would collect a whole army for. So that's a really good point there, and it's something that I mentioned a while ago. Me and a chap called Jamie, who did the Slaves Darkness videos for me, joined me for an interesting why play. It was a bit different. It was why play Warcry. And we said, one of the great things about Warcry is if you just want to dip your toes a little bit in that army, but you don't really want to collect it, or you feel like, I don't know, Skaven, I don't want to paint all those models as an example, you can just buy a few for Warcry, use them from that, and there's so many other armies you can do it for as well. And then you have that feel like, I actually have an Iron Jaws army for Warcry, which is 5 brutes and a mega boss, right? But that's enough. So, yeah, completely feel you there, man. That's good stuff. And yeah, now the chat has stopped for a little bit, I'm going to try and do some painting. But let me know if you guys have got any questions as well, because I'll be probably finishing up soon. So if you guys have got any questions for me, put them in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them best I can, presumably, as long as they're appropriate, basically. But no, I'll be happy to answer. And also, guys, what's your coolest thing we've seen from yesterday's reveal as well? I'll be happy to hear that. What did you like the most? And it doesn't have to be OS. It can be the re-release of the Predator tank or something like that. But that new squig creature, that looks awesome. And that is a Gore Grunter in the making, 100%. Just go. This is gonna get really messy, but we have no choice. I'm gonna get a smaller brush because that's just gonna be ridiculous otherwise. We'll get, yeah, this one will do. But for me, Soulblight Gravefields is obviously what I'm looking forward to the most. Not disappointed. Like, would have liked the skulls of the Blood Knights to not, for some reason of just be skulls and no flesh when the rest of the horses got flesh on it. I like that annoys me a little bit, but that's being very nitpicky, isn't it? But then again, if they're going to charge like 60 quid for those models, I think I can afford to be nitpicky, really, at that point in time. Any other bits that we missed? Now that we've got a small brush, we have. Cool. We've got a few things in the chat. I'll read them in a moment, which is cool. And also, is there anything that you're surprised that we didn't get in the preview yesterday? So something I think that I'm surprised about is no release date for Cursed City. Like, I'm not going to swear, but what the hell? They keep on saying it's really soon, unless they did and I missed it. And if I did miss it, please let me know. I'll be happy to be wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a release date, apart from it's coming soon. Been saying that for about 6 weeks now, and especially there was one bit where they said like it's coming sooner than you think. Just give us a release date, because you know when they give us a release date, it's still gonna be like 2 weeks until it comes out. Like if they said like the tech list, when they said like that's coming out on pre-order next weekend, so really 2 weeks from now is what they want to say. Yeah, it's, GW sometimes are quite annoying. A hot take. Does anyone think those Blood Knights are going to be cheaper than the current Blood Knights? That would be nice, and that would still be expensive, even if they were cheaper, because those Blood Knights currently are outrageously expensive for what they are. Also, I can't remember, was there 6 in a year for those Blood Knights? Was there not? I'm just going to replay the music as well because I know it stopped, but I also know that that's an indication that the video's gone for about an hour now. So we'll be ending at some point soon. So like I said, if you've got any more questions, put them in the chat and I will go through and read some now. So let's have a look-see of what we've got. Okay, so we got the Insane saying each Dracoff is a different dragon. So going back to the green stuff and work he was doing there. So that's cool. Each Dracoff is a different dragon. That'd be interesting. Are you on the Discord, Insane? If you're not on the Discord and you have access to Discord, if you're watching me on YouTube, presume you have access to Discord. Join the Discord and post them in the Fight the Grey, because that is something very interesting to see. But yeah, that sounds cool, man. And then you go, all my Stormcasts are so far individually based on different characters from other franchises. Evocators as Power Rangers, as Prime is Superman, etc. Oh, that's cool to hear. That does sound pretty interesting, man. And different as well. Then we've got Rouse saying, I like the fact that Soulblight are actually coming and vampires will continue to rule in AOS. The Blood Knights and the Bats, for me, are superb. Absolutely agree with that. And like I said, when you look at that battle tome for, like, I'm not fancy enough here to be able to, like, instead of seeing this, you get like a picture pops up of what I want you to see, because this is being recorded on my phone. But the battle tome, if I could get it up, I would. But you guys have seen that battle tome, and that battle tome could have written vampire counts on it, and it would look right. It feels so good, and it's the best looking battle tome I have seen for a very, very long. Screw it, the best looking battle tome I've ever seen. 100%. 100% the best looking battle tome that I've seen. In terms of artwork on the front cover. And Hurley Boy is saying they said it was right around the corner. Sounds like their deliveries are held up in customs. It's actually a good point you've made there, boy, because they've been saying it's coming sooner than you think for the last like 6 weeks now. They probably already wanted it to be released, but it's taken longer, which is probably. I just wish they were more open and they just said that. It's not their fault because of customs and everything else that's going on at the moment. Just be honest. Otherwise, you have people like me on the internet who are saying things like, "Oh, why don't they just turn up when it's coming out?" Just be honest and say they don't know, but it's going to come out as soon as possible. Say that rather than try and lead us on. It's just not good communication. And then we've got the Gamer saying, just posted 2 Dreadsive Howdens to your Fight in the Grey. Usually just post on Reddit, but we'll throw a few on there. Oh yeah, mate, definitely. That's what the Discord's making a noise anyway, so I'll pour them up. You guys won't be able to see it unless you want to join Discord though, which I don't want to just keep shouting that out because well, no, join Discord repeatedly. It's really good. They are very nice. They are, yeah. That is very good. Yeah, well done, man. Just post that in the Discord for sure, and post like future things as well. That's really cool. And then question from Rouse: do you think that the Death faction is finally complete when Soulblight Gravelords come out, or do the Death factions miss anything after Soulblight? I mean, so if you use your imagination, you could go on forever, couldn't you? But I think realistically, a Soulblight and the new Legions of the Nagash, and then Death has 4 armies, which I think is fine. Like, I had an idea of like just like a zombie-fied army where you had like zombie trolls, zombie giants, zombie Wolves, I don't know. I don't know. I'm stuck on things that kind of already exist. But or like zombie orcs, just like a real dead walker army. But now we also like Gravelords. I think if they're going to do anything like that, they could add it into there. So I'm personally fine with just 4. But there's always different things to do with Death, of course. Death is limitless in what you could come up for it. But the only thing Death misses currently at the moment is shooting, apart from that Mortek Crawler. And it looks like there's going to be archers coming up for Mortek as well. But maybe Death isn't just meant to have shooting, it's just not meant to. But then again, you look at Order, and Order's got loads of playstyles, like everything in it. It's got combat, it's got defense, it's got magic, it's got shooting, it's got movement, like just everything, right? So by saying like, oh, well, Death's not meant to have everything, well, no, because Death isn't an army. Death is split into 4 different armies. So if each Grand Alliance had access to every single playstyle, I think that would be awesome. It may feel like, oh, now the Grand Alliances don't have that defining nature between them, but people aren't playing Grand Alliances anymore. That was first edition Age of Sigmar. People are playing armies, and people are going so specific with the armies that it's sub-legions. Like a sub-legion as an army can massively change how that army plays. But if you're limited by your Grand Alliance, missing out on certain key elements that most other Grand Alliances have, or like for example, Chaos generally doesn't have great shooting. Apart from Skaven, some Skyfires, and a few other things, it doesn't have great shooting. Why not? Just why not? Why can't I have shooting? Like, so that's I really feel like I need to break out of that mold of trying to define the armies and like, well, not even the armies, trying to define the Grand Alliances in different playstyles. There's no reason why. I don't know. Destruction, let's just say. I know they want to bonk you on the head with a club, effectively, or a chopper, but I'm pretty sure they had in the old world, they had a great time flinging a goblin out of a catapult or a slingshot. I think they're going to have a great time Age of Sigmar doing it as well. I really don't see the need why they need to change it. Or not change it, but I really don't see the need why they have to be stuck in this systematic way of doing things. But that's just my own personal opinion. It's the first sort of time I've talked about it, so it's been quite interesting thinking about that. But yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Rouse. That's probably not the answer you expected. But anyway, Ronnie is saying, I'm going for the limited edition of the great looking battle tomes. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably, if I've got the money, I will definitely go for limited edition battle tome on the Soulblight Gravelord one, because it just looks fantastic. Like, no questions asked. If I have the money, I'll be doing that. I've got 4 limited edition battle tomes, and that would have to be the 5th one for it. And then we've got Chum saying we need Tomb Kings and Werewolves. I think Werewolves could go in Soulblight Gravelords. I don't know if we will get them, but I think they could be in there. Like that would be like a place where they could go, basically. And then Tomb Kings, like maybe in the old world game that's coming out at some point, Tomb Kings, but really, I don't think we can stay on this Tomb King bandwagon any longer. Like, I don't think Tomb Kings are going to get re-released, personally. I'm happy to be wrong on it. As always, Tomb Kings on back. That's very cool. But we have the Ostrich Bone Reapers now. Like, which is quite a clear indication of that Tomb Kings aren't coming back as far as I can see things. Unfortunately, sad face. That's basically what we've got. And then Ras is saying they would nail it with a death army of resurrected models from all factions. Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder how they would do it without the models just looking the same and the paint scheme being different, or just the models looking like the army looks coherent of how it looks. But I'd be happy for them just to release a book with like you say, Rouse, of like under resurrected models from all the factions, and then they just have a bunch of war scrolls and they just go convert it up yourself. They're still going to make money because you need to buy the kits to convert them, and it's going to be a very niche army because not everyone wants to do that. But it's like you've got undead Mozarguard eels as an example, and now you can go right now. I'm going to convert up some dead looking eels. Like it would just be so cool if they were to do something like that, I think. Well, with that, guys, I'm probably going to call it here. So I'm going to leave a couple more minutes just in case we've got any more questions and stuff. Because I don't want to cut anyone else off if they got a question for me before the week is over until next week. But we've got Joe saying just popped to say hello, mate. Hi, mate. We're gonna come to an end soon, unfortunately. But Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate that. I hope you're well as well. And what are you painting as well? Let me know that before we head off. You obviously can watch us on demand and all that sort of thing. But what I will say as well before I go is make sure to join the Discord, like I've already mentioned. That is such a good way of basically being part of the hobby beyond the videos and stuff. Like, and I do try and message most people on the Discord when I can. So, like, if you ever need to ask me a question, go on there. Raston, have a great evening. You too, buddy. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, everyone. I'm always delighted when I turn on the live because when I go live, it's not something I often do. And I do this hobby hangouts. I end up mainly just talking to you guys, which is fine. But every time I start and I see like there's no one watching, I'm just like, oh, maybe people aren't going to watch it today. So it's always nice to get to a point where we've got like at least like 15 people watching or something. So it's just nice to have that, which is really, really cool. And it's because of you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. This wouldn't be nearly as interesting if you guys were here. If it's just me painting, I'd turn off the camera quite simply. But I would get a lot of work done. But anyway, so we've got Chum saying maybe some more monsters. At least give us the Sphinx of not Tomb Kings, but more crazy monsters for death. 100% on board with that. Rather than just like the Terrorgeist and the Zombie Dragon. And the Mongol, kind of. Are like the three main monsters. So yeah, definitely would agree with you. Because like a monstrous... Yeah, we need more monsters than death. I'm up for that, Chum. More monsters than death, I would definitely say. And then Joe's saying, I'm painting Stormcasters. Oh, bloody hell, there's so many Stormcast people watching today. But anyway, Stormcast as much grim dark as I can. That's cool. That's different. I like that. Are you in the Discord, Joe? Join the Discord. I've said this to multiple people already today. Join the Discord, post it in there, and I can actually see it and say it looks pretty. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much, man. I hope you have a good day too. And the Insane is saying, it was my first time joining live because I just found your channel this week. Had a blast. Oh, fantastic, man. I would say like normally I have managed to get like more painted and stuff and everything, and I am like sort of painting and doing, but if I'm painting the whole time I can't always respond to you guys. So I kind of, this hobby hangout, I kind of see, as you can see me, I'm slowly working on painting models and stuff on my backlog, and I do that in my own time as well when I'm not making videos and gymming and all that sort of thing. But I mainly just use this as a way to communicate with you guys and just chat to you guys live. So that's why I do this, as it's just a nice way to sort of engage with you, because you guys make the channel. I really can't say anything more than that, so thank you very much for joining, and if you just found the channel, really glad to hear that, mate, and I just hope you do. If you've got any questions on any of the videos you watch, put them there, or join the Discord and ask me a question or whatever. And then Arnold saying, no, did I miss it? So sorry, you did, mate, but don't worry, it's going to be on demand if you want to rewatch it, of course, but if you've got any questions, then just put them in the Discord or something. Yeah, sorry, man. It's gone on for about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half or something. So it's long enough. I need to crack on and do some videos for this week, basically. But no, so with that, guys, there's no more questions. I am pretty much going to leave it there. I'm gonna get out my Discords. Literally just said that name out of bloody memory of the top of my head because I mentioned it so many times now. And it's because I get told I never say it enough, so I feel I had to. But I do want to do a massive shout out to my patrons and YouTube members, which I always do, and I never apologise for doing a shout out to them because of these people, I can continue to make videos all the time. Like I managed to make 6 videos this week, as an example, and these people really helped me be able to keep that up. So that's going to be my Morgasts, who are my biggest supporters, which are going to be Johnathan H, Filq, Bleed Red, and Christopher G. Thank you so much for that tier. It's so much support. It really shows that you're good people, and I don't really know what to say apart from please keep it up, and it's making a world of difference. And then my vampire saying, which are going to be Mir, Martin S, Raz321, David A, Ronni H, and Doug P, and SpareBear as well. That tier is really, really good. Thank you for continued support, and please keep it up as well. It's really keeping the channel going. And then my Necromancers, which is Jacq.l, RadiationRiley, AW77, Sagas, WolfNick, Michal W, Quad, Cranky Wombat, Christopher F, Christopher C, James S, and Steve T as well. All of you really help, and because of you guys, I can continue to do this and to continue to help people get into the hobby we all enjoy, which is Age of Sigmar, but Warhammer in general, and to try and just help people along with their journeys. It's what I like to think I do on this channel. I like to take people from not really knowing the hobby is to then take them to the next level of their hobby, really, be it gaming or lore or whatever. And then, yeah, so thank you so much. And if anyone would like to support me on Patreon or YouTube membership. You don't have to. It's not forced or anything. But if you would like to keep the channel going, you can click the join button, which I believe is next to the subscribe button on the video. If you click that, it will take you to a page where basically, even if you just give £1 a month, it just goes straight towards keeping the channel going, as it costs a lot, mainly in time, but also in money to keep a YouTube channel going. Basically, the YouTube and the Patreons doesn't nearly cover the costs, but it just helps towards it. So if you click join, it takes you to YouTube, and you can even just give, like I said, £1 a month, or if you want to go to the bottom, to the top of the description down below, you'll find a link to my Patreon where you can give just that $1 or something, and it all goes straight towards keeping this channel going and keeping me alive, basically. So if you want to do that, I would be massively grateful and really, really thankful for that. But if you can't do it, no worries at all, no pressure. But I'd ask, if you did enjoy the video, please like, subscribe if you haven't, especially if you're new to the channel. Press that subscribe button and that bell notification. Those 3 clicks sound really, really simple, but they really do help out the channel. And the best part is it's free, and the 3 clicks are right next to each other. Like, I generally do that of YouTube channels I like now that I'm a creator, and I realise actually how much of a difference that makes. I do it to all the videos I like because I know it's just helping out those YouTube channels. So if you could do that as well, that'd be fantastic. But above anything else, I'm just glad that you came and watched this video today and hanged out with me. It's been great. I hope you guys have had a really good week. I hope your health is good as well, and obviously the time where we're at the moment is very important, and I hope your families and everything else are safe. So with that, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, if you want to ask me any more questions or anything like that, or post the work you've been doing, put it in the Discord down below. I'm just going to read the because I want to put something. So love the interaction. Thanks so much, man. What was the subject? It wasn't really too much of a subject today, to be honest. We just talked about the Sublight Gravelords, to be honest, from yesterday, the announcement, and sort of talked about an interesting conversation came up, because Luke asked the question, was if you could do one army for each Grand Alliance, what would you do? That was the topic, really. And Chum saying, have a nice rest of your day, and see you. Thank you very much, man. See you later, and cheers for joining. So that, guys, what I would say is join the Discord if you'd like to chat to me later. But apart from that, have a great rest of your day. Remember, until next time, to stay safe, wear a mask, wear gloves, and for God's sake, stay hygienic. In general, it's good. And also there's a pandemic, which also makes it important. Sorry, I was just saying that Jo said, you hyped for Soulblight. Also painted in my Dispossessed. Nice to hear that, man. Dispossessed, I have played them quite a few times on the table before we couldn't play games. So no, they're awesome, man. Glad to hear it as well. And post them join the Discord, post them there as well, what you're working on. But with that aside, guys, I remember until next time, more importantly, that Nagash is all, and all is one in Nagash. And for anyone still watching, you can see the awkward finger where I have to actually turn the camera off, but I have to unclamp it from the mount at the same time, which I don't know why they made the mount like this. What? Surely this is not a clever thing to do. But with that aside, have a good day, everyone, and I'll chat to you later.